Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Right now, I'll try to present my essay regarding price elasticity of energy demand in Indonesian industrial sector and case energy efficiency in Pertamina refinery. The first, I'll try to make an introduction background, objective and methodology. The second, price elasticity of demand for energy in Indonesia. Next, I'll try to explain about the energy efficiency in Pertamina refinery. And the last one will be the recommendation and conclusion. So for the background, you can see in the slide, for the data of the energy consumption in industrial sector in Indonesia. So I get this data from the Ministry Energy of Mineral Resource of Republik Indonesia. And in this data, we can see that from 2013 until 2023, we see that slightly the energy consumption for the industrial sector will typically increase for the portion. And from the graph below, we can see that the primary energy source in Indonesia in 2023 in million barrel of oil equivalent, we'll see that there are three primary energy sources that most likely used in the Indonesia and especially in industry. The first one is coal that ultimately we know that mostly is used for the electricity for the power plant. And the second one is the crude oil and product. This is the feedstock and the primary energy use for the transportation and also for the industry, especially like Pertamina. And the second one is, the third one is natural gas, which is the industry mostly using this natural gas as energy for operation in their industry. For the data in 2023, we know that the consumption of energy absorbed about 46% in 2023, and it's the biggest portion of using an energy in Indonesia. The second one is the transportation, and the rest is for the household and the commercial. Next. So the objective and methodology. The first, I'll try to explain the concept of price elasticity demand and analyze what is the factor that affecting it. The second one, I'll try to review the empirical evidence and of how energy consumption in Indonesia industry for oil and natural gas, especially to respond to price changes. The third, I'll try to provide an overview of Indonesian refining sector, especially as my job desk right now in Pertamina, and what the assess of key parameter of refinery energy efficiency. The fourth, I'll try to explain about the case benchmark of refinery energy efficiency performance. And the last one, I'll try to give some recommendation and resume the conclusion. And for the methodology, I'll use for this review, I will use several data from across the internet and the literature that have the credible literature sources. The first is for the Indonesia energy price, supply and demand or consumption. I'll got the data from the government report. And for the refinery and energy efficiency, I got from Pertamina internal data. And the last one, references from the academic research journal and also a website for other information. Next. So in the next slide, for the price elasticity that we know from the reference, we know from the Dominic Salvatore, we know that the price elasticity of demand measure how responsive the quantity of demanded of goods is to change in its price. So in the equation that we know the ED is the percentage of change in quantity demanded divided by the percent change in the price as the equation in the slide. And we know that if the ED is greater than 1, we know that the demand is elastic. And if the ED is below 1, demand is inelastic. So we try to calculate the price elasticity for energy demand for oil and natural gas in Indonesian industry sector using the formula above. The data is I got from the 2013 until 2023 as the average price, energy price, and also for the total of energy demand per year. So I'll use the formula above and I'll try to compare the demand each year to calculate the price elasticity demand. And from the table, we know that the result for the oil and natural gas for price elasticity demand typically is below 1. So next, I will try to explain the why is below 1. So the explanation is we know that the price elasticity for the natural gas and oil is inelastic, ED is below 1, but only one data, so that ED is above 1, typically in 2018 until 2019, because there are a decrease in the industry energy demand due to COVID-19 pandemic. So it's just one data. And what is the factor that influence inelasticity for the price for oil and natural gas? The first one is, we know that it is an essential need for industry. As we know, Indonesia is still heavily using rely on the fossil fuel, especially is oil and natural gas, still a bigger portion. So I think it is still a fundamental needs. And the second one, still a lack of energy substitutes. I mean, there are no or minimum option regarding other fuel like maybe a biomass or such a renewable energy, because still lack of availability, and maybe the price also still not competitive for renewable energy. And then the last is the government policy. Yes, we know that even in the industry, government still have provide the subsidies, especially in the biodiesel. As we know, the biodiesel mostly is used for the transportation, but in the industrial sector. So if they use it, they still enjoy the subsidies price. And also for the natural gas price, the government have some policy through the presidential regulation and also the ministerial decree of Minister Energy and Mineral Resources regarding the specific natural gas and specific natural gas price in industrial sector. So some sector, as I know, in the manufacture, they enjoy the specific price. I mean, the price is below the market price. So the purpose is to increase the competitiveness of the product in manufacture. Okay, next. And for the empirical review, so I'll try to search some literature approach in the credible source, and I got some reference that in some previous study they also found that for oil it is said that it is clear inelastic, and because if inelastic, so the manufacturer tend to become prone to oil shock if the price of energy, especially oil, is increased, so they have to take care of their production cost, because energy is also related to the production cost. Okay, and for the price elasticity demand for natural gas, there's some reference also I found in several paper, and it says that almost says that the value of ED, or price elasticity of demand, in some different country, and previous study it said it is below 1, so it is clear that both either in the short or long run the natural gas price it is inelastic. Okay, next, for the case of energy efficiency, so what the connection between the energy demand and energy price elasticity and energy efficiency? So the industry purpose is mainly to gain more margin or profit. So to do that, they have to manage or care with their production costs, which is energy mostly is the main of the production cost. So the industry is tend to do the energy efficiency. The purpose is also to maintain the cost, maintain the production cost. So it is related too much. So I'll try to explain about the case in my workplace, in Pertamina. So in Pertamina, we know that Pertamina, through the subholding of RNP, so the PT Kilang Pertamina International, that manage this business. They have refineries across in Indonesia region. Right now we have 6 refineries with the total capacity around 1 million barrel per day. So in this slide, I want to say that we have a parameter to calculate the energy index. So it is stated that it is an energy intensity index. As we know, this parameter we use to compare what the performance of the energy usage in refinery. So the performance data that I can give you is in the performance in 2023, our EII is 106.39 39 versus 107.80. So it is 100% achieved, and the value lower is better. And also what that PT KPI do to achieve this target. So in this table, I get this from the report of KPI in 2023. There are several initiatives like a flare gas recovery, and then optimize production steam in generator, and the stepless capacity control, and also some we start to some integrating with the renewable energy like solar panel, even the capacity is still lower, I think 2 until 4 megawatt, but it can start to substitute with the renewable energy in PT KPI. Okay. And in the next slide, I'll try to explain about the skill and the parameter of EII. And also there are another parameter of HE, or we say the energy cost index. So the For the EII, they only compare about the energy demand or fuel consumption. But in the HE or energy cost index, they also uh, include the energy price. So we want to see whether okay we decrease the energy consumption, but if we still using the energy with the higher price, also we don't get the big benefit. Yeah. So from this table, from this graph, we see that from EII, our refinery is typically still in the quartile 3 and 4, yeah, which is for the worldwide base base class is in the quartile 1. Yeah, of course, it can be because of, as we know that Pertamina's refineries already uh, have majority in the oldest age. Yeah, I mean the latest one is Balongan and Pelaju is the oldest one. So I think because yeah there are not yet so many project of revamp or new refinery, and it is impact our energy efficiency. Like I know that that still progress in the is it in the Balikpapan ya, RDMP Balikpapan that in this year will be commissioning. And then for the HE, from the previous study of Solomon in 2022, we also compare it with the latest data in realization of 2024, and we see that mostly our refinery for HE, energy cost index, still can, the value is some refinery still below the baseline standard of ASEAN. As we know, we compare with the refinery in the same region. Maybe if we compare with the Middle East, it's so hard, yeah, because we know that in Middle East they have so good in the commodity price because yeah they have the biggest producer of the energy, yeah, oil and gas. So I think they have a biggest of competitiveness instead of technology and also the price. So we compare it with the same region in ASEAN. Yeah, we still in the, yes, slightly below the standard. Yeah, and the factor is also because the some refinery that have the HE below the ASEAN, because we still have the competitiveness for the price of energy, especially natural gas. Yeah, because the five refinery that have the source of natural gas typically impact the performance of HE, because as we know from this table, we see that the price of the natural gas, you can see the net gas RU2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 slightly have the cheaper price than if we use the HSFO or fuel oil, yeah. And either if we use it the recovery gas or the gas from the internal refinery. So the access to the natural gas will impact the performance of HE. I mean, if the price of energy is more lower, the HE parameter will be more competitive. Okay, next, for the recommendation and conclusion, we know that some recommendation like maybe the subsidies, especially for the biodiesel, for the transportation industry, maybe it can be directly give benefit to some investment, yeah, efficiency program in industry rather than give subsidies. So, and then the second is, yeah, some incentive from the government or direct efficiency incentive regarding the energy audit or retrofit incentive. Yeah. So if the industries want to improve the technology, the government give it the incentive. And then the third one, yes, Pertamina Refinery should achieve the ISO 5001 certification related to energy management system. And the fourth, introduce the energy efficiency benchmarking and reward program. And the last one also is the important one, that Pertamina and government should prioritize critical investment in the refinery upgrade through RDMP and also for the GRR to increase the capacity expansion and also increase the efficiency through a creative partnership. And the summary for all this essay, first, we know that Indonesian industry energy demand is, especially oil and natural gas, is inelastic. And the factor that influence the inelasticity is the first, essential needs, second, lack of energy substitutes, and the last one is government policy. And the last one, managing price elasticity for energy demand and improving energy efficiency is the two pillars that can be sustainable energy strategy for Indonesia. So with the upgrading of refineries, can be make refineries more reliable, cost effective, and can improve the parameter that I explained before, which is the energy intensity index and energy cost index for better competitiveness refinery in the future. Okay, I think it's enough from me. Thank you. Bila taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.